First of all, I think it's very hard to untangle the motives of this shooter. As we've seen in a whole range of incidents with mass shooters, they are, by definition, troubled. By definition, if you shoot people who pose no threat to you, strangers, you have a troubled mind. What triggers that, what feeds it, what sets it off, I'll leave that to psychologists and people who study these kinds of incidents. What I can say is that although he may have used as an excuse his anger about previous incidents, as has been indicated at least in the press, and as Chief Brown, I think, indicated. In no way does that represent what the overwhelming majority of Americans think. You know, Americans, to a large degree, want to make sure that we have a police force that is supported, because they know our police officers do a really tough, dangerous job. And witness the professionalism of our Dallas police officers as they were being shot at. The fact that they helped to clear the area, they helped to get the fallen and the injured out of there. They were able to isolate the suspect, and that you didn't have other casualties as a consequence of the police shooting back. That just gives you an indication of what a tough job they have and how well they do it on a regular basis. So I think the danger, as I said, is that we somehow suggest that the act of a troubled individual speaks to some larger political statement across the country. It doesn't. You know, when some white kid walks into a church and shoots a bunch of worshipers who invite him to worship with him, we don't assume that somehow he's making a political statement that's relevant to the attitudes of the rest of America. And we shouldn't make those assumptions around a troubled Muslim individual who is acting on their own in that same way.